So, you've come today to learn about meal prep. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're gonna do everything we need to do for the next few days for meal prep. So every Sunday I take some time, I take a couple of hours to plan my lunches and my breakfasts. And dinners I don't plan too far in advance, I usually do it on the night of. To kind of properly put yourself in the process of meal prepping, first thing you need are containers that can hold all of your meal prep. So these ones here, I bought from Home Sense, and they're all cute little patterns and they're great for my oatmeals. I make overnight oats for about 4 days, and depending on the week, I can do it up to 5 days. Overnight oats can stay a long time in the fridge and won't spoil as long as it's like saturated in milk and what have you. And then we have these bulky containers over here, and these ones I'm gonna use for burrito bowls today. That's what we're making. We're making burrito bowls because I have a lot of leftover ingredients to do that. So for my burrito bowls, what I do is I cut up some mushrooms, a little bit of onion and red pepper. I dice them up, saute them, and I'm too lazy to make rice, so I feel like a great time saver is to buy pre-made packaged rice because they've already been packaged and it gives you an idea of the portion. Usually 1 to 2 packages is enough for me for the week, for lunches. And then I had some leftover fajita sauce that I used last week, and I'm gonna use that to flavor the rice. And then I also want to put some protein in those burrito bowls. So today we're gonna get chicken. I bought a package of chicken breasts and I'm gonna season it with some, And we're gonna season it with some Moroccan seasoning. We're going to take a pan like this. We're gonna line it with foil, put our chicken breasts on there, and we're gonna use a little bit of oil and then season it. I like to use a glove so the residue of the spices don't get underneath my fingernails. First thing to do, because it takes the longest, is to do the chicken breast. It takes around, depending on the size of the meat, anywhere between 30 to 40 minutes to cook. You want it to cook long enough until those juices run clear. So if you cut into a cooked chicken, cutlet or breast, okay, what other word do I say? If you cut into it and you look at the juices, you don't want it to be like pink, you want it to be clear, then you know that they're done. 30 minutes is good. If you have one of those thermometer things, by all means use that. But I just go by timing and like cut it, it's cooked, okay, good to eat. So give me 5 seconds and I'm gonna clear this, so let's get that chicken going. So here are our ginormous chicken breasts. As you can see, I have a glove on. This will now be considered my dirty hand and this will be my clean hand. So what I like to do, because when you're dealing with poultry like this, you wanna be super careful. So I'm gonna cut it like that. I'm gonna open up the package. It's pretty rudimentary, there's nothing to it. So you're gonna gently pick each breast, place them in here. There we go. So do that. So next, what I like to do is slather them a little bit in olive oil. Olive oil is my favorite to use for this meal prep. And this happens to be my favorite Moroccan seasoning that I've made. So I just kind of rub it in. This is why I wear a glove. I think there's turmeric that I put in the spice. It stains everything. But damn, does it ever taste good. Okay, so I'm gonna go peel this glove off and I'm going to wash my hands and put it into the oven. So another thing, what's good about meal prep, there's a lot of multitasking. So we've got all of our provisions, ingredients for the stir-fry rice, makeshift fajita inspired thing we're gonna do. So I have mushrooms, half a red pepper, and an onion. I'm not gonna use all of this, maybe half. And what I like to do just to speed up the cooking process, I like to dice it quite small. So I'm gonna start with the red pepper and onion, and then I'll chop up the mushroom. Okay, so let's chop up this red pepper. Like nothing. Chop, chop, chop. There's no method to this. I totally just cut it up haphazardly. Haphazardly. And as per usual in this kitchen, not only did the lights add to the heat, but like the oven's on, I am sweating. So my skin's gonna look extra glossy today. I'll do the mushroom first. I hope they still look okay. They look kind of brown on me. They're not molding. I don't think they've gone bad yet. I'm gonna be judged so hard right now. They're like, oh, they've gone bad. Don't eat them. Have they gone bad? Should I not use these? Better Google it. How do you know if mushrooms have gone bad? Be wary of eating mushrooms that are blemished. When it comes to food safety, discoloration is never a good sign. Bruises and brown or black spots are among the first signs your mushrooms are going bad. Throw them in the garbage. Okay, so we're gonna skip the mushrooms. We'll do not much. So in that case, it's gonna speed up the cooking time because I don't have any extra things to add to this little stir fry. Okay, so the next step is going to be making the little makeshift stir fry because like I mentioned earlier, it's all about multitasking. We can start sauteing things. I did forget to grab some herbs and spices, seasoning, salt, paprika, a little bit of garlic powder, this garlic plus thing. I think that's what we'll do. Usually make this part up. Whoop. I'm gonna dump it into this hot frying pan. Just gonna mix it up a bit here. Frying there. I'm gonna season it right now. Just a little bit of everything in there. Some Italian seasoning because you need something in there. And while that's sizzling, you can take your pre-packaged rice and just kind of break it up. You can use some straight up packaged rice and it's a party. When it comes to meal prep, you kind of have to multitask and kind of plan, okay, when I do this, I do that. When I do that, I do this. So because we have the chicken already in the oven, that's proteins taken care of. We have time to prep the rest of the ingredients. And it gives it a chance to cool down as well before you put it in the fridge. Because if you don't let it cool down, then you're gonna have some condensation in the containers from the heat. So at this point, I'm gonna add in the rice. Put it in the pan. Woo! Close call. Add that sauce because it's drying up on me. So here's a fajita sauce. I'm gonna add might need a whole package. We'll see. Whole package. Woo! Bam! Ah, shit. Overnight oats. So we finished our rice. Now we're gonna go into the overnights portion. I have one apple. This is my favorite apple. This is a pink lady. I don't know who comes up with the name of apples, but this is the one I like. And I have blueberries, lemon juice, and cinnamon. And what we're gonna do is dice up the apple, put it in this bowl over here, and then we're going to dress it up with some cinnamon and lemon juice. That way the apple doesn't go brown. And I have my little trusty measuring cup here, because when you make overnight oats, it's quite simple. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I always do half a cup. So half a cup of oats and half a cup of milk. And I just dice it however. I have some blueberries left. Little bit of lemon juice. Yeah. Now we got good old cinnamon. Gonna add that too. It's basically like a healthy apple pie. I'm going to mix it up so everybody's all properly coated. So I'll just kind of start by 1 spoon each. Measuring cup here again. And I'm going to grab 2 kinds of oatmeal that I like to use. We've got, hair in the face. We've got Bob's Red Mill old-fashioned organic rolled oats. And I like to mix it together with a big old bag of Quick Oats. There really isn't any method to my madness. I just like both of them together. So I'm gonna add, and I always do about a half of each. So we'll go in my smaller cup. Okay. A spoon, and I'm going to add a little bit of all of the yogurt. It just thickens the mixture. I like it. I think this is a teaspoon, maybe even less. I go, because they're smaller, I go a little bit less. I'm gonna take the spoon, put it on the spoon. There's something about the design of vanilla extract bottles. I get it everywhere, I don't know. So I'm just gonna, see? So much, I don't need that much. I'll just, there we go. So remember the 1-to-1 ratio. I did half a cup of oats, right? So we do the same with the milk. Oh. There we go. And then just jostle them all up. Make sure everything is saturated. Mix it up so you're not getting all of the fruit on the bottom. Well, that's how I like it. I like it kind of, every bite is, you know, delicious. We are reaching the end of our meal prep. We're almost done. We have our overnight oats all fixed up, ready to go in these adorable containers. Next thing is going to put everything together for the burrito bowls that we made earlier. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is put the rice into the containers. So I have all of our components here. I also grabbed these cute little containers. I got this from like a takeaway, but I use this to put a little bit of guacamole in here. Then I'll use this to put in the other corner of the box to put a little bit of salsa. No, I didn't make the salsa. As I mentioned earlier about the little cheats you can have, it'll just totally speed up the process when you're doing your meal prep if you have all those things done. Let's see. And I do it like on the side. Could probably fit more there. So there you have it. We've completed our lunches and our breakfasts. We've got our burrito bowls assembled. If I just carefully tilt one of these. So I put the chicken breast in there. I put a little container of my guac that I made yesterday just to save time. And then I have a little container. I have a little container of salsa here that I got from another container set. So it's perfect, it fits right in the corner of the box. So this is your burrito bowl done in like an hour, because you have this done, you have that done, and that's all to it. That's all meal prep is. It's literally just cooking a few ingredients, having leftovers for the week, doing what you can with it. So that's all for today. Thank you once again for joining my kitchen. Happy eating, happy dining.